Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive. This time, we're heading out to the redwood forests. Kings Mountain, San Mateo County, California.
Beautiful area.
Yeah. But we're not just here for the trees.
No.
We're going deeper this time. We're going for the relics and the remnants of the people who lived and worked in this area. It's almost like historical archaeology.
Right.
Except, instead of digging in the dirt, we're looking at what's been left behind to piece together the story of a community.
It's really quite remarkable what they left behind. We're talking about redwoods that were over 1,000 years old.
1,000 years.
Just picture it.
Wow.
1,000 years of witnessing history, the changing seasons, the wildlife, even the indigenous people who lived among them for centuries.
It's almost impossible to imagine a tree that old. 1,000 years. And these weren't just any trees either, right?
Oh, absolutely not. Some were so massive that a single redwood could provide enough lumber to build an entire Victorian-era house.
Just one tree.
One tree.
Think about the size of some of those houses. With all the ornate detailing, the multiple rooms, all from just one redwood.
Amazing.
It's just mind-boggling.
And you have to consider the logistics of it all. Transporting those massive logs, we're talking oxen teams, specially built roads. It was a huge undertaking.
So it wasn't just about chopping down a tree. It was an entire industry that popped up around it.
Exactly.
And it drew all sorts of people, not just the loggers, right? I was reading about blacksmiths, tailors, even doctors setting up shop in these logging towns. It sounds like a real boom town.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Life was still incredibly difficult, especially in those early days. The gold rush created a huge demand for lumber, so everything was happening at a breakneck pace. The work was dangerous, the conditions were rough. But yeah, opportunity drew all kinds of people to Kings Mountain.
The gold rush. So it wasn't just about the trees themselves. It was about what they represented, right? Resources, opportunity, the chance to strike it rich.
Absolutely. And Kings Mountain was perfectly positioned to capitalize on all of that. Close proximity to a booming San Francisco, plus access to both coastal and bayside trade routes. It became a strategic hub for the entire region.
So we've got this picture of a rapidly changing community fueled by gold fever, built on the backs of these giant redwoods. But let's get to the really fascinating part, the relics.
Sounds good.
What kind of things are we talking about here?
Well, instead of traditional artifacts you might find in an archaeological dig, we're looking at the things people left behind. Think of old tools, bottles, maybe bits of machinery, even fragments of clothing. Everyday objects offer us a glimpse into daily life during this period.
So we're getting a peek into the personal lives of the people who lived and worked here.
Precisely.
Wow. What would you say stands out to you as the most surprising or interesting type of relic you've come across?
It's always the unexpected things that get me. Like, imagine finding a child's toy carved from redwood or a delicate porcelain teacup. These little hints of humanity, reminders that people tried to hoard on to the finer things amidst these rough conditions.
It really is incredible. It's like holding a piece of the past, a reminder that these weren't just historical events, but real lives lived.
And it shows how a place can transform when industry reshapes the landscape.
Exactly. And that brings us to our final thought for today. If you could choose one type of relic to find from this era, what would it be? And what do you think it would tell us about the person who left it behind?
I'll leave that for our listeners to ponder.
Thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See you then.
Bay Area bleepers, metal detecting for you. Yeah, I'm a treasure seeker, always find something new. And I'm cleaning up garbage, 'cause it's the right thing to do. Calling all treasure seekers, Bay Area bleepers.
I'm not sure about this one. It comes up as a 2. I would never normally dig that, and it's pretty deep. But before I had the tripod there, I was swinging over here past it, and it was sort of like a 54. Now again, it's really deep. It's going to take some getting to, but I might give it a try just to truly test out the beast mode. When I switch to field mode. I barely get a register. It comes up the same number and the same depth, but it does, even though my volume's down because I don't have my headphones on, but it doesn't stay, or it's not as loud, even on the same temp, or same volume. It barely beeps at all, to be honest. So, just in getting used to the beast mode, I'm kind of interested to see what this is. So, I don't know. I guess I'll get to it. Well, I knew it was going to be something small and iron. It's one of these. I don't know what this is. And what's weird is that my pinpointer is not picking this up, but the detector did. And when I looked at it, I knew that it was going to be metal, but I don't know what it is again. So there you have it. On to the next. So I climbed down here to the lower side of the property to see what's maybe in this area. It's a little open here with the old growth stumps and new growth trees. Looks like animals have been curling up here, but let's see if humans have been too. Curious though, there's tires that I can see leaned up against the tree down here. And I saw them the first time I was out here. Iron, 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 everywhere, iron. This might be a beer can. Nope, it's a key. It's a small key, like a lock key. That was definitely not as deep as the detector thought it was. But yeah. Proof of life. On to the next. What the hell is this? thing is, though, yeah, there's some fancy on that. Some swirly patterns. I have a spray bottle, but not a toothbrush today. Look, there's detail here. Doesn't seem like I could get, much clearance, basically. But this is gonna be cool when I clean it off. Show you guys what this is. Yeah, that's cool. Okay. What sucks is that I have to figure out how to carry it back. Yeah. This could be another penny. Seems likely. Since my ground balance didn't... Oh, yep, there it is. I can even see it just by kicking away the... There you go. Let's see. See what it is, what it is, what it is. This is how happy I am today. To be out here. I'm singing. I'm singing on every find. I love it. What it is. What it is. Get some spit on it. And it is, shoot, I can't tell. Well, we know it's not a weedy. So it's not old. Yeah, there's a dirt plop on the date, but I'm going to put it in my pocket and we're going to go to the next. Thanks. And this signal is it's close. It's like 10 feet from where I found the horseshoe. It's jumpy and can't tell if it's ferrous or non-ferrous. Maybe it's both. It's a little of each. 20, 24, 25, 23. All right, I'll dig it. Let's see what's down there. I just hit it. Just hit something. Yeah, probably part of the engine block of the vehicle, the car or tractor or whatever it was that was here. There's more for the junk pile. We're doing the junk pile. It's a dance. There you go. All right, let me kick away the dirt or the top needles and what's nots. Now we're getting a mixed diagnosis. All right, it's probably going to be tinfoil or some other junk, but now it's supposedly close to the topsoil. Yep. Alright, let's scrape away the surface. Let's see what it is. Oh, there's some wood. It's weird that the numbers changed so dramatically. But, alright. The soils here are so weird. It's like there's the black soils from the burns, the forest fires. There's regular brown soils. There's this kind of greenish clayish soil. There was that light tan, like golden soil. Strange. What are you? What is in the ground? What am I scraping against? Okay. Huh. I don't know what it's reading, because I didn't think this was that big of a signal, but maybe it's just mineralized ground like soil. Yeah, because, like, see how it, like, rings up here, but this is just soil. This is, I don't know. Maybe this is, ooh. Alright, well, something hard. Ah, nope, there's something there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, lead weights. This looks like, possibly a lead weight from a window sash. It doesn't have a hole in the top, so maybe I'm wrong. Oh, no, wait. Do you think this is a splitter? A wedge? This could be a wedge. It's fucking heavy as all get out. But it does look like it's steel based on how the rust is chipping away. I think this is a splitter. Like a wedge. That would be pretty cool. There's kind of no telling what it is for sure. I mean, that's pretty obvious to me. That's a cool shape for splitting big logs. Yeah, man. Ooh, God, it's so freaking heavy. I gotta go put it back in the car, but I'll clean it up too this week at in my shop and see, like with the horseshoe, if I can get down to a more the core of this is probably closer to what it looked like when it was in use. So that's wild. That's really wild. And why would it ring up as a 30? And then, I mean, the lower numbers were definitely iron, so that makes sense. But that's wild. All right, cool. All right, so I'm pretty happy with these few hours of detecting that we got. Yeah, okay. Pull tabs, beer cans, modern pennies, whatever this is. Although I do think this is just the head of a nail that's been rusted. Probably not a really old nail. Old, not too old of a key. But we did get on the 1800s today, which is awesome. That's what I'm here for. Hand-smithed, hand-forged, like, square nail. Perfect. Random that it was the only one in the area where it was found. A few feet away from that square nail, this piece of fireplace, like a wood-burning stove, I would say most likely from the 1800s. Because of this, I don't know, because of the quality of the metal, the cast iron, and the design on it, that tells me it's early. And then this is cool. This is so heavy. If I'm right, this is a wedge used when chopping wood. It feels like probably a pretty old one. Especially considering how encrusted it is with rust right now. But yeah, 1800s, baby. It's gorgeous up here. I really love it. And I hope that you liked my video. Have a good night, or day, or morning, whenever you're watching this. And check back for more. Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell if you're watching this on YouTube. Follow and like on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Bay Area Bleepers.